You're about to be surprised by what I'm going to share. And if you're seeing this right now, it's no coincidence. The universe has guided you to this message for a specific reason. As a chosen one, you are meant to let your battles make you, not break you. The obstacles in your life are not punishments. They're tests forging you into the powerful being you were always destined to become. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave 77 in the comments to send a potent signal to the universe. Watch this on repeat to deepen the energy and truly absorb its message. If you're a true chosen one, you'll be here until the last second. If not, you'll likely click away. Chapter 1: Embracing Adversity as a Chosen One. For most people, adversity appears as something to avoid at all costs. But for chosen ones, these trials are signposts along the journey, each designed to bring forth a hidden reservoir of strength. You might notice how everyday life throws curveballs: financial hiccups, relationship conflicts, health scares, or random inconveniences, at precisely the moments you felt almost comfortable. This pattern isn't random, it's a cosmic training ground. The universe is fine-tuning your resilience, so you'll be ready when your calling demands nothing less than your best. Many people misunderstand the intensity of your struggles. They see only the external details: a job loss, a heartbreak, a string of disappointments, but they can't grasp the deeper narrative. You're being molded. You have a purpose so grand it requires thorough preparation. Lesser challenges wouldn't fully awaken the spiritual gifts within you. With every setback, you're faced with a choice. See yourself as a victim of circumstance, or view these hardships as catalysts for expansion. Most people choose victimhood because it's easier. But you, as a chosen one, can sense the potential for growth hidden in each setback. Think about how a seed has to endure darkness and immense pressure in the soil before it bursts into the light. If the seed had the option to remain untouched in comfort, would it ever realize its destiny as a blossoming flower? Probably not. In the same way, your adversities serve as the nutrient-rich environment pushing you to grow beyond old limitations. Each time you endure a trial, big or small, you develop greater depth, empathy, and inner wisdom. That's precisely why you're being tested more than most. It's a crash course in self-mastery. A major key to embracing adversity is learning to interpret your struggles through a lens of purpose rather than punishment. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift your perspective to, "What is this trying to teach me?" This simple change in phrasing transforms the narrative from hopelessness to empowerment. You realize there's a hidden blessing in every challenge, an insight or skill waiting to be claimed. The more you consistently do this, the more you notice patterns revealing themselves. You might find that the heartbreak you went through wasn't just random pain. It taught you self-reliance or guided you toward your true passion. In turning your battles into lessons, you stand as a walking example of alchemy, the spiritual art of transforming darkness into light. People around you might marvel at your ability to bounce back from situations that would break others. You'll find you don't just survive life's storms, you thrive because of them. The universe notices this transformation too. Every time you pass a test, new doors open, fresh opportunities arise, and a brighter path unfolds. It's as though reality itself rearranges in response to your resilience, confirming that you truly are walking the path of a chosen one. Chapter 2: Shifting from Victim to Victor. It's easy to feel like a victim when life knocks you down repeatedly. Yet the difference between someone who remains in victimhood and someone who emerges as a victor is astonishingly subtle. It's all about choice. Challenges don't define you unless you allow them to. If you perpetually label yourself as unlucky or cursed with bad karma, you effectively lock yourself into a mindset where problems become your identity. A victim mentality tells the universe you're content with struggling, which ironically attracts more struggles. As a chosen one, you don't have the luxury of clinging to victimhood because your calling demands you step into your power. While others might blame the world or their circumstances, you sense there's something more going on, something orchestrated by a higher intelligence. You realize each hardship is a piece of spiritual homework that, once completed, adds another layer of depth and knowledge to your being. You are not your hardships. Rather, you are the force transcending them. Shifting into a victor mindset doesn't mean denying pain or ignoring genuine obstacles. It means you acknowledge the reality of your situation while firmly believing in your ability to transcend it. In practical terms, this can look like reevaluating how you speak about your life. Are you constantly saying things like, I can't handle this, or I always mess up? If so, it's time to replace those declarations with statements that empower you, like, I can find a way through this, or I'm learning what I need to succeed. Your words carry energy that shapes your reality, and adopting a victor's language changes the vibration you emit. Another essential aspect of claiming your victory is self-accountability. Victims point fingers at others or at fate. Victors ask, what can I learn from this? Or, how can I do better next time? This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about owning your ability to grow and evolve. Every experience, no matter how painful, holds a treasure of insight if you dig deep enough. The moment you start digging, you transition from passive recipient to active creator. You stop waiting for external circumstances to shift and start recognizing your role as a catalyst for positive change. Stepping out of victimhood also involves learning to protect your energy. Negativity and drama can pull you back into old patterns. Stay alert to who and what you allow in your environment. Friends who continually gossip or complain can unconsciously reinforce a victim narrative. Seek out people, situations, and even online spaces that challenge you to see the bigger picture. Places that remind you of your innate power. The more you immerse yourself in higher vibrations, the more natural it becomes to stand in your victory consciousness. When you finally make the shift, your past struggles turn into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. You'll notice your self-esteem rise, your confidence grow, and your outlook brighten. The universe responds in kind, aligning you with people, resources, and opportunities that match your elevated energy. This is the pathway to liberation. You choose to be the victor, and life rearranges itself to reflect that choice back to you. While others may remain stuck, you forge ahead, proving that no matter how fierce the battle, your spirit is fiercer. Chapter 3. Finding Strength in Your Uniqueness. Every soul on this planet is distinct. The chosen ones carry a particularly unique energy signature. You've probably felt it your entire life. Being different, not fully fitting into the usual circles, and perceiving the world through a lens that others may find unconventional. At times, this uniqueness might have been isolating or made you question whether something was wrong with you. Yet it's precisely your one-of-a-kind perspective that will help you transform your battles into the very fuel that propels you forward. Consider how many times you've been misunderstood or criticized for your vision. Maybe people told you to tone it down or be more realistic. It's common for those with visionary insights and heightened empathy to be labeled dreamers or overly sensitive. However, these qualities are not weaknesses. They're superpowers. The same sensitivity that once felt like a burden allows you to tap into deeper layers of human experience and spirituality. The creative or intuitive sparks that set you apart can become your life's greatest assets when nurtured and applied correctly. Ironically, your singular essence becomes most critical when you face hardship, while others try to handle challenges with the usual methods. Complaining, blaming, or numbing out. You are wired to seek a more profound meaning. Your struggles likely lead you to investigate spiritual truths, personal development, or esoteric teachings. You refuse to accept the surface explanation and are compelled to dig until you unearth the core lesson. This is why your battles don't break you. They shape you into someone who understands both the darkness and the light and knows how to use each one to grow stronger. In everyday life, you'll notice how your unique approach to problems often yields solutions that seem unconventional but prove highly effective. Whether it's solving work-related issues, comforting a friend in crisis, or navigating family tensions, your distinctive way of thinking can become an invaluable resource. And as you see the results, its self-confidence naturally builds. You realize you're not strange or flawed. You're simply attuned to a frequency others haven't yet accessed. This awareness turns doubt into clarity and isolation into a sense of sacred purpose. Cultivating your uniqueness means embracing all facets of who you are, your quirks, your style, your thought processes, and even the parts you've deemed weird. When you fully own these attributes, you grant yourself permission to explore them further. Hobbies turn into passions, passions into callings, and callings into life missions. Along this path, your struggles serve as ongoing tutors, refining your perspective and honing your skills. By the time you emerge on the other side of a challenge, you've not only survived, you've evolved. Ultimately, the strength you find in your uniqueness is a beacon to others who feel similarly out of place. By standing firmly in your authenticity, you provide a silent but powerful message. It's okay to be different. In fact, it's necessary. People who once ridiculed or doubted you may come back seeking guidance when they realize you navigate life's storms with an unusual grace. In those moments, you'll appreciate the battles that forged your character and confirmed your status as a true chosen one. Chapter 4. Fueling Growth with Purpose. Beneath every chosen one's journey lies the unfolding of purpose, an inner compass revealing why you truly exist. Life's harshness often intensifies when you're on the cusp of embracing this deeper calling, pushing you to pivot in a direction that resonates with your destiny. Instead of punishment, adversity becomes a nudge to explore where your real power resides. Recognizing purpose can emerge as an epiphany or arrive slowly over time. You might see recurring themes in your struggles or find yourself repeatedly drawn to certain ideas. If leadership challenges appear everywhere, work, friendships, or community, it may be a sign you're meant to cultivate leadership abilities. These hardships train you to lead with both competence and empathy. Once you glimpse your purpose, adversity shifts from dread to fuel. You stop asking, "Why me?" and start wondering, "How does this serve my highest calling?" Adopting this proactive stance empowers you. No longer life's punching bag, you become the martial artist, transforming each blow into momentum. That shift in perspective invites a sense of freedom and mastery. Living with purpose aligns you with the universe's powerful currents. When you merely survive, life can feel lonely and trying. But when you act in harmony with your soul's intention, you notice synchronicities, serendipitous meetings, timely resources, or lucky breaks. Doors open that once seemed hidden, affirming you're on the right path. Purpose also grounds you with a long-term vision, making minor setbacks less daunting. They're temporary dips rather than insurmountable roadblocks, so you persist where others might quit. This tenacity not only boosts your own growth, but also inspires those around you. You show the universe you're prepared for greater blessings by refusing to abandon your mission at the first hurdle. Most importantly, your battles become stepping stones that benefit not just you, but everyone you touch. Pain takes on meaning in how it enhances your empathy, shapes your leadership, or fuels your creative output. Over time, you look back and recognize each trial as an integral piece of who you've become, a catalyst for honing your gifts. This realization brings gratitude for the hard roads traveled, confirming they were necessary ingredients in forging your purpose-driven life. Chapter 5. Releasing the Past and Moving Forward. One of the most daunting aspects of letting your battles make you, not break you, is learning to release the weight of the past. Painful memories, betrayals, missed opportunities, and personal failures can linger in your mind like ghosts, haunting your present and distorting your future. As a chosen one, carrying around these burdens can stunt your growth, preventing you from stepping fully into your power. The process of release is often uncomfortable, but it's crucial if you want to harness the full potential of your hardships as catalysts for transformation. Firstly, acknowledge that the past is immutable. You cannot alter the events that occurred, but you can rewrite your relationship with them. Instead of seeing them as unfixable errors, choose to view them as indispensable lessons. This doesn't trivialize your pain. Number, alchemize it. Each painful episode had something vital to teach you, whether it's discernment in relationships, the importance of self-love, or the value of perseverance. When you extract the lesson, you reclaim control, stepping away from victimhood. Forgiveness plays a huge role in releasing old baggage. The act of forgiveness isn't about absolving others of wrongdoing or ignoring how they hurt you. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional chains that bind you to that hurt. By continually revisiting a painful memory without resolution, You're essentially reliving it and keeping the energy of that wound alive. Forgiveness allows you to acknowledge the harm but refuse to carry it forward. This conscious choice can feel incredibly liberating, even if it takes time and repeated efforts. Similarly, self-forgiveness is often overlooked but equally essential. Many chosen ones are their own harshest critics. You might blame yourself for not acting sooner, not being stronger, or making what you now consider naive decisions. But hindsight is a tricky lens. It doesn't account for the limitations and information gaps you had at the time. You did the best you could with what you knew. Beating yourself up only perpetuates a cycle of guilt and shame that stalls progress. Allow yourself the grace to be imperfect, to learn, and to evolve. Once you start letting go of these emotional anchors, you notice a lightness in your spirit. Your mental chatter becomes quieter. You feel more focused on the present moment, no longer dragged down by what was or what might have been. With your mind clear and your heart lighter, you create space for new inspirations, opportunities, and relationships. It's akin to decluttering a crowded room. Once you remove unnecessary items, you see the true layout of your space and can reorganize it for optimal living. In this newfound freedom, your past challenges don't disappear. They simply transform into something useful. They become part of your personal story, a rich tapestry of experiences that inform your decisions and inspire others. You can share your journey, not from a place of bitterness, but from a place of empowerment. People will sense the authenticity of your scars, yet they'll also see how those scars have shaped you into someone who refuses to be broken. That ultimately is the essence of turning battles into blessings, harnessing the energy of pain to elevate both yourself and those who walk alongside you. Chapter 6: Daily Practices to Rise Above Challenges. Walking the path of a chosen one requires consistent training of mind, body, and spirit to maintain higher frequencies. While major revelations and life-changing decisions have their place, the real transformation often arises from small daily habits that help turn obstacles into gateways for growth. Begin each day with a moment of centering through prayer, meditation, or simply sitting quietly with a warm drink. Even 5 minutes of focused stillness can recalibrate your mindset before you face external pressures. This grounding provides a mental anchor to return to when chaos or stress threatens your equilibrium. Journaling is another underrated but powerful tool. Writing down your thoughts, emotions, and challenges allows you to process them more objectively. As you document difficulties and how you navigate them, patterns emerge, revealing triggers, coping strategies, and small victories. Over time, your journal becomes a personal roadmap of progress, a tangible reminder of how far you've come. Physical activity also strengthens your ability to rise above challenges. Whether it's yoga, running, or a brisk walk, movement releases endorphins that lift your mood and sharpen your focus. It also helps clear out lingering stress and anxiety. Think of it not just as exercise, but as an energetic refresh, aligning your body with your spiritual aspirations and bolstering resilience. Be mindful of your mental diet. Everything you consume, whether media, conversations, or music, impacts your vibration. Seek out uplifting content that encourages creativity, curiosity, and positivity. Limit exposure to toxicity, be it from social media feeds or negative chatter, as these influences can subtly drain your energy. By choosing more nourishing material, you prime your mindset to tackle challenges from a higher vantage point. Finally, community matters. While solitude is crucial for introspection, having a circle of supportive individuals can act as a safety net. Whether in person or online, find groups that share or respect your spiritual outlook. Engage openly, ask questions, and offer your own insights when others need encouragement. This sense of belonging not only fosters accountability, but also reminds you that your struggles are part of a universal human journey. Taken together, these daily practices form a robust foundation for resilience. By centering each morning, journaling your experiences, maintaining physical health, choosing a positive mental diet, and leaning on a nurturing community, you cultivate the inner strength to transform adversity into fuel for growth. Over time, you won't just survive life's trials. You'll thrive because of them. evolving steadily into the unstoppable force you were always destined to be. Chapter 7. Triumphing Over Trials. After all the lessons, mindset shifts, and daily practices, what does it truly mean to triumph over your trials? It's not about never facing difficulties again. Life will always present fresh challenges to keep you evolving. Rather, triumph is a state of being where you're no longer defined or defeated by hardships. Instead, you stand on the other side of adversity, strengthened, wiser, and more aligned with your soul's true purpose. In other words, you've let your battles make you, not break you. One clear sign of triumph is the peace you feel when challenges resurface. Where you once panicked or fell into despair, you now observe obstacles with a sense of curiosity and even a certain calmness. You think, this will be tough, but I know I can handle it. There's a lesson in here somewhere. That internal dialogue reflects a profound shift from helplessness to resourcefulness. It signals you've integrated the lessons of past struggles and are ready to tackle new ones with elevated competence. Triumph also reveals itself in how you relate to others. Pain often makes people retreat or lash out in bitterness. But as a chosen one, your empathic nature blossoms. Once you've come through the fire, you become more compassionate, more patient, and more eager to uplift those who find themselves where you once were. You share your story not to boast, but to illuminate a path for those stumbling in darkness. Your empathy becomes a bridge that connects you to people of all backgrounds, allowing you to heal and be healed in return. Spiritually, triumph over trials aligns you more closely with your higher self. The illusions that once held you captive, fear, doubt, anger, lose their grip. You start to recognize them as fleeting states rather than unchangeable realities. This awakening fosters a deeper connection to the divine, whatever form that may take in your life. Prayer, meditation, and other sacred practices become a joy rather than a chore. You feel guided, as though an invisible force is helping you weave each challenge into the greater tapestry of your destiny. From a practical perspective, when you've triumphed, you become a magnet for opportunities that match your elevated energy. Whether it's a career breakthrough, a new relationship, or a personal endeavor you've longed to pursue, doors open more smoothly. This isn't random luck. It's the universe responding to your internal transformation. Your higher vibration naturally attracts better circumstances, and you'll feel a sense of readiness you never had before. Instead of second-guessing these opportunities, you'll seize them, equipped with the resilience and wisdom gained from your past battles. Ultimately, triumph doesn't end your journey. It marks the beginning of a new chapter where you operate from a place of profound strength. You've proven to yourself and to the universe that you won't be broken. And in that unwavering stance, life continues to evolve, bringing fresh lessons and higher peaks to conquer. Each new challenge becomes an invitation to keep refining, keep loving, and keep expanding. And that's what being a chosen one is all about. Turning every storm into a story of growth, every defeat into a dance toward victory, and every wound into a wellspring of compassion for those who walk beside you.